My name is Jim Lieber. I'm the owner of Sounds of Music and also the producer of the biggest bridal show of the year. It's called the Superbowl of all bridal shows. I came up with because I always wanted to express how big it is. It's so big, we put it in 2 buildings with trolleys that commute the guests back and forth as often as they like. We have over 150 wedding professionals in both buildings. We got bridal shops, we got limousines, we got caterers. It's just different ideas, a lot of homegrown businesses. The brides, they don't have to travel for weeks to go to some of these places. They can do it all in 2 days or 1 day. And they love that because, again, there's a lot of planning when it comes to a wedding. And as far as some of our vendors, oh yeah, there's all kinds of cakes, all kinds of food tasting. There's all kinds of different styles. We have realtors in this that you might want to buy a house once you get car dealers. We got insurance people, investors. There's all kinds of things here. There's no question. What I always say about this show is there's a lot of choices, and girls, women love choices. So, and there's deals. Let's face it, when it comes to planning a wedding, it can be very expensive. So when you come to a show like this, believe me, our wedding professionals are ready to make deals because they'd rather, get the deposits and get them booked. That's the other thing, is making sure that everything lines up, your reception hall, possibly your church, and your photographer and all these things. So you can all do this right here at this show. Some women are planning their weddings 2 years ahead. Some women are planning their wedding in a couple months. I mean, I think with technology, they can get away with it a little more than they did, back in the many years ago, and horse and buggy when I had my first show. So yeah, technology now, you can do a lot on the websites. The other cool thing about this show is that you will work with some of these professionals all day long. Like, for instance, your photographer. So if you meet your photographer at our show and you don't gel, you may want to reconsider another one, because you really do have to work with those people all day. And the DJ, the caterer. So, people do matter. Where again, when you go to websites, which I love, but it really gets you out and to meet them personally. Except just, and again, just meeting them on a website, it's like anything. You may not get what you think you're getting. I was in bridal shows many years ago, and I didn't like the fact that there was a DJ across from me, a DJ next to me possibly. In my shows, I make sure that everybody's spread out. Having 2 buildings really helps. And another thing, back in the day, they used to do a lot of fashion shows, and we don't do any of that. It's strictly business here. So we're not drawing you, the bride, away from sitting down for an hour watching a fashion show when she may have already gotten her dress or tuxedo, and then she gets up and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go back in. And the other thing is they just strictly do business now, so they can, again, there's no interruptions, which is important. I think they're here to do business, and that's what they want.